Hey guys, welcome back to another episode, and this is a very special episode. This is my dad's basement gym. We're going to do a tour. He's going to talk about how he's trained and how you don't need a large space or massive expensive equipment. He's DIY'd most of his stuff, so we're going to take you through that. Without further ado, let's get the tour started.
My name is Ken Romyak. This is my home gym.
What age did you first start weight training then?
My first set of barbells, I was 15 years old. 110 pound set. That's what I used. Then bought a bench after that, and just wasn't real serious. I mean, it wasn't real a lot, but it started. I mean, it's all it takes. You start adding to a gym.
You gotta have a home gym.
Home gyms are so much more convenient. You know, the flexibility's there. You'll get your time in. And you won't skip. You won't be likely to skip workouts if you've got your own home gym.
I love my home gym.
This would be my first working set. And I'll do 35 reps set on this. Same way, nice and slow. Focus on contraction. At least parallel. I get my femur bone at least parallel to the floor. Nice, good, solid pause. And if I don't have that block, it's just my toes are pushing into my shoes too much. By just elevating the toes a little bit with that block, I can really push off my heels. Let's get on here. I'll stretch for, a couple minutes at a time. I get them nice and stretched out. And then what I do is I'll take my heels out a little bit, and then I hold on to this, and I do really strict, slow. I'll do like 50 rep sets. And really get blood pumped into that muscle. Get a nice hard contraction at the top, That's a nice way to stretch your calves. I get a nice calf stretch. I can feel it really good here. You should try it.
I will.
And I take some dumbbells.
That's genius.
And I'll come over here. What I'm going to do is pretty much the same way. Only I'm not going to use a block, but pretty much the same way. Shoulder, just about shoulder width. And I'm going to come down like this. And I'll do high rep sets of these. And usually that set is going to take over a minute. But you're not in a hurry. The idea is to really focus on pumping the quads. And then of course I'll use heavier dumbbells. But this, I don't have to worry about balance. I don't have to worry about putting a bar on my back and back injury. But I can work my quads really good.
That's incredible.
And I have no knee pain at all. No knee pain at all. Because, total replacement that kind of makes it sweet. Dumbbells, I would get a heavier dumbbell. I had them set for like 65 pounds. And I had the dumbbell on a chain with use my belt. And pretty much do belt squats this way. But the only reason I have this feet is because the feet are the right proper angle, but yet I still have the height where I can
go a little deeper.
I can get low without bottom out on the floor.
Oh, that's so cool.
But you can also, you could just do it this way too. You could do them anyway. But a lot of times it's just easier just to hold it down like that. Because you're gonna be doing high reps. And I could go over and get my 60s and do it with 60s like this, because it's easy to hold the dumbbell. But I get a pretty good bend in my knees, and I have no trouble with my balance. No trouble at all.
That's awesome.
Bar attachments. Chain is easier to use on a lot of these stuff, because chain is so much more adjustable. This one I use for face pulls. And you see where I got that? Where I have this is because when I do a face pull, when you come back on a face pull, this little quick clip here, you can put it anywhere, but if you put it just about where you want it, so when I bring my arms back, to do a face pull, I can actually pull out. Instead of just keep pulling this way, I'm going to pull out. And you'll see how this works. Do my face pull. I'm not warmed up yet, but the angle. And I can widen it or shorten it. But the idea is I'm pulling the weight, but I'm also pulling out too. You want to be able to pull out because right here I'm going to pull out. Pretty simple setup. I made everything.
I know.
And the face pulls have been pretty good. Another variation. Then you need metal.
That's cool. You have the Ferrigno plates.
Oh, those are old. I only have 4 of those. They're 235s and 220s. And they're a real tight 1-inch hole. So they have to be on a skinny bar. Steel, a nice casting, very smooth. Smoother than York. Yorks aren't that smooth. And you see this 6-foot York bar? I had 3 of these. I remember I gave you.
Yeah, I have 2. I still have 2. Yeah.
Somebody on eBay.
That's the 6-foot York barbell. You said it's on eBay for $400. That's insane.
Yeah, it is. That's way too much. I mean, I could see 100. I could see they're worth 100 a piece. I originally paid $40 a piece for them, brand new.
Yeah.
That's back in the 70s.
I still have, yeah. Like I said, I still have the 2 you gave
I
me.
think that was back in 75. That's when this is a York bar. I bought this when I was probably, I don't know, 17 or 18 years old. I've had that bar forever.
And you said that one's York too?
That's a York curl bar. I had drilled it out to put an eye bolt in it because I used it for doing tricep press downs on this high pulley. But I mean, it didn't harm it anything. But that's how that's what you do. Instead of just putting a strap, I just drilled it out and put a bolt in it with an eye on it to hook up. Barbell's more organized, so because I'm dealing with a confined space, which you're going to find in most little home gyms. You got a little bit of space you can use, but it's little. So you got to set it up to where the space is all used, but you can't be too crowded either.
And you built that rack attachment, right?
That over there?
Yeah, the wall attachment.
Yeah, I put that together just to hang stuff off of.
Oh, and that bench. I remember that bench.
I do this for tricep extensions. This is killer. You want to get some heavy duty soreness in your triceps, in the back of your triceps. You got to do cable. Cable's the only way to do it. I'm not warmed up. These work really slick. Notice how stretched my tris are right now.
Yeah.
And this way you can keep your elbows close. Get that stretch. Contraction all the way up.
So good.
Cable's always going to have weight on it. It's always going to have tension. If you do a 12 to 15 rep set, you're going to be burning. Of course, you start adding weight. But be careful. Warm up carefully with this, or you will have some tendon problems. You'll be sore as heck. And if you don't recover, yeah, it's never pretty. Powerful up, slow negative. These can be brutal. It's going to be a 45 hell set, 45 seconds of hell, and you just get through it. It's pretty simple too. Easy to get in and off. Step up. I just lean over, put my feet up here, point my toes. And it's real easy. But after it gets some good sets, I can add some weight.
Thanks, Dad.
I like it. It's so easy. It's simple. You don't have to worry about straps. Add some plates, and away you go. It doesn't stick. It's really nice. It's kind of free floating, but it's pretty simple. It's just a pivot point, and I just had to do some measurements and allow enough room for my feet to fit in here, which is about 12 inches. When I'm not using my reverse hypers, well, I would take this strap off, and then this board comes off, and still have my dipping bars.
That's so innovative.
So, I mean, I had the dipping bar with this rack already made, so why not? That had the right height. Why not put a reverse hyper on it? That's important to have for core. Keep your back strong.
New hack squat we brought. Well, it's not new, but it was his, and then it was mine, and now it's back to being his.
That thing is old.
How old is this?
Oh, geez, I think I bought that in 1985. 1985.
It was a pain in the butt to get downstairs, but we did it.
It's 90 degrees, and so 45 degrees would be at least half the distance. So that's not even 45 degrees. It's like a 30 degree. So pretty steep.
Oh, it's super steep.
But that's fine. You're using your body weight primarily. I didn't have this other. I had a little more room, but I would wheel it over closer, and I could grab the dumbbells from not even getting off of that. So if you want to keep working instead of pausing too much in the middle of a set, you can set it up to where you can just grab the next set of dumbbells. Next. Now, it used to be when I used to do trying to progress, always trying to add weight on an end set or last couple of sets, add reps or weight, progress in some way. I log everything. What I started doing also is I get a little calendar, and I mark on the calendar
what you trained.
what I did on that day. So I can look back a week and I can see exactly where my elliptical was, where my leg curls and standing calf, where my hack squat was, where my delt training was, back, chest. I can look back and see, because I like to give those body parts, like I said, 3 to 4 days. Because if you go to failure and really waste that muscle group, you're going to need 3 days to rest or 4 days, or you're not going to hit that. You're not going to be able to progress. You need to recover. But that was a simple way to keep track. And you can see, here's a couple years. There's 2 other calendars. I've been doing it this is the 3rd year I've been keeping track. It makes it much easier. Keep your workouts in order. You know what you did, and then you know what you got to do.
Yeah.
Takes you a minute, and you'll know exactly what you got to do.
Oh, big shout out to my dad with the OG of home gyms, and to all the seniors out there who are staying fit and fabulous. Please go ahead. Don't forget to leave us a comment, and please show my dad some love, and go ahead and subscribe. And we'll see you guys in the next video.